Hello friends, I hope everyone is healthy. Friends, the person you are currently seeing on the screen is Steve Witkoff. He is a close friend of US President Donald Trump and is currently an important special envoy in his administration. Born in New York in 1957, this person has no political background. However, he is a famous real estate developer. He founded the Witkoff Group in 1997. He has done various major projects including Miami, Las Vegas, in New York. There are hotels, residential buildings, and commercial properties. Since this person had a background in the real estate business, and that is why this person has been a friend of Trump for a long time, a very close person. After the 2024 election, Donald Trump appointed this person as the special envoy for the Middle East and is currently the mediator or the representative of the United States on the main agenda of the negotiations, starting from the Iran crisis to the agreement with Russia. This person, Mr. Witkoff, is again the mediator or the main agenda of the negotiations on the Iranian issue. Last week, the Iranian foreign minister visited Turkey on an emergency basis due to the fear that Iran could be attacked from the 2 US military bases in Turkey, and there was a closed-door meeting with the Turkish foreign minister. At that time, it was discussed that Iran and the United States could sit at the same table to mediate under Turkish mediation. Finally, that discussion is going to take place. An urgent meeting is scheduled to be held on Friday, February 6th, under Turkish mediation between Iran and the United States on the issue of how to avoid a long-standing nuclear issue and the current war. As is known from international reports, in that important meeting of Iran and the United States located in Turkey next Friday, the US will be led by Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff and his Jewish son-in-law Jared Kushner, who will work on behalf of Israel, and the Iranian foreign minister and Iran's defense minister Mr. Ali Razani will also join. It is being heard that military experts and major international think tanks are saying that this is a risky time. History shows that the US attacks that country when it talks. This is just eye-washing, because before this, there were 2 or 3 meetings with Iran under the leadership of Witkoff in Oman and Italy. And immediately after that, Israel attacked and the US attacked Iran's nuclear facilities later. Since Donald Trump has given a deadline in a letter and the talks are starting again, that is why it is being said that the attack is imminent. It is only a matter of time. The bilateral meeting between Iran and the US in Istanbul, mediated by Turkey, will be attended by Turkey, Qatar, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. Oman, Pakistan, and many other countries of the Muslim world, including the foreign ministers, will be present. Representatives will be present. As it used to be, the meeting would be between the United States or the mediator country and Iran. However, this time Turkey is holding this meeting on a larger scale, where in addition to Turkey, representatives of the Muslim country Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and several other Muslim countries will be present. Representatives of Egypt will also come. They want to directly observe what is being discussed, what the United States is proposing, or what Iran is rejecting. And all the countries are saying that any attack on Iran this time will involve these entire countries in a major regional war. So this discussion is not only in the interests of Iran, it is also related to the interests of the rest of the countries in the region for which they are participating in this meeting. Turkey is claiming that their presence is being ensured so that the United States cannot fully fulfill any meeting under the eye-washing process. When the deadline for the discussion is in the final stretch, Iranian President Mr. Pezeshkian has made clear the strong position of Iran. Iran has clearly confirmed that they will not sit for talks under any kind of pressure, and they do not accept the preconditions that Donald Trump's administration gave before the talks began. You must know that the United States has given 4 of the toughest conditions. One is that Iran currently has about 405 kilograms of enriched uranium to be transferred to a third country. All types of nuclear programs that Iran has must be destroyed. Their satellites and nuclear technologies must be destroyed. Iran's current missile program with a range of 2,000, 3,000 or 10, 12,000 kilometers must be completely abandoned, and the range of missiles must be reduced to below 300 kilometers. Also, condition number 4 states that their regional proxies such as the Houthis or Hezbollah cannot be cooperated with. Relations with them will also be severed. All these conditions have been rejected by the current president of Iran, Pezeshkian. He has made clear from his country's stand, negotiations can only be held to ensure that Iran cannot or will not make a nuclear bomb. All countries agree on the conditions they want to discuss. They agree to discuss all the checks and balances that Iran cannot build a nuclear bomb. However, there will be no discussion on any other conditions. On one hand, the negotiations are starting, and before the negotiations start, the final blueprint for failure is also inevitable. Because Iran has made it clear that it will not accept any conditions. The conditions on which the United States wants to reach an agreement by discussing. At such a crucial time, the destroyer that the United States had deployed in the Elad port of Israel has been urgently moved to a safe place. The United States fears that the Houthis may target their ship with hundreds of drones and missiles. You can surely see this very important issue, which is being discussed by the famous Israeli news media Ynet and other major news media. They have confirmed the authenticity of this news in their news. The United States, which once boasted about its weapons and said that it should ensure quality not quantity, is now afraid of the quantity of weapons or the cheap and large-scale drones and weapons manufactured by Iran. The United States fears that if the Houthis launch hundreds of drone attacks or large-scale missile attacks at once, they will not be able to deal with the air defense system of this warship. That is why, although this ship was initially deployed as a means of protecting Israel, the US Navy quickly moved it out of strategic necessity or considering the possible risk of an attack by Iran, and its position is currently being ensured at a safe distance in the Mediterranean Sea. In no way does the US, which has powerful ships, want to maintain its position in the Indian Ocean and its surroundings, because it may be attacked and buried in these blue waters. So friends, you must write in the comment box what you personally think about these very important issues. So friends, goodbye like today. See you again with a new video. Until then, everyone stays well and healthy. Thank you all.